And the AI race is heating up. India's David versus Goliath deal is indeed in the works. Meanwhile, AI startup Perplexity has bid for Google Chrome. It's made a whopping $34.5 billion deal for Google Chrome. And what's more, well, this money that Perplexity has offered is actually more than the company's value itself. This is how ChatGPT's contender is again making waves. Now, for perspective, Perplexity is led by India's own Arvind Srinivas. My colleague Priyanka Dais, in fact, joins me for more on this. Priyanka, could you put this development in perspective for the benefit of our viewers? And how important is this development, speaking of AI and India's foray with the technology?
Absolutely, Arjun. I mean, the Indian origin tech leaders especially have been in the news for, decades now. And with, as you rightly pointed out, the generation AI heating up in the tech and Silicon Valley with, as you mentioned, Arvind Srinivas's Perplexity has made this offer, of $34.5 billion. Of course, a whopping deal being made. But now let us remember, it's a very early stage, so to speak, because it is nothing that is short of even speculation at this point, because when we spoke to some of the analysts, they were, also kind of surprised by this bid because, as you also mentioned, the value that has been offered itself is nearly double of the startup Perplexity's, equity value. So which makes it all the more interesting. Of course, it's a very fascinating deal with the Indian origin leaders involved in it. But,
right.
This deal, of course, is something that we'll have to look out for, but very early stages for, anything to be concrete at this point.
That's right. Well, that's my colleague Priyanka Das putting the developments in perspective here.